What is up, guys? Welcome to 1010 Talk. So I've done a couple of videos on my new SBGV245 Grand Seiko 9F quartz. I probably will eventually do like a full review of like all the specs and everything, but I'm really enjoying doing these one-off videos on this watch because it's, I think, like somewhat controversial and a pretty hot watch right now. Grand Seiko in general is a pretty hot brand. So today I am going to do a video, 3 reasons or 3 dislikes about this Grand Seiko that maybe some of you may have not thought about or wouldn't know about living with it in daily life. Let's get into it. So reason number 1, dislike number 1, and I would have never known about this unless I probably had owned a Grand Seiko, is since the finishing is so spectacular and so precise and so sharp on this watch, especially like one like this, the SBGV case with all these angles and edges and everything. I'm gonna roll some footage for you guys right now. It is a scratch and dent magnet. You can't really just wear this watch as a daily beater and expect it to remain in similar condition. Particularly on the actual bezel edge itself. It's so razor sharp that it kind of scratches and becomes slightly deformed really easily. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you have sort of a bigger Grand Seiko sports watch that has these Zaratsu polishes and grammar of design type edge work. There's a good chance that if you are harsh on your watch, it'll show. Dislike number 2. So the strap, Grand Seiko does this famous thing where they invert the strap so that the clasp the tail of the strap turns in towards you instead of away. And I know a lot of hot horology brands do this as well. I think Patek and Lange have a couple models where they do this. But it takes some getting used to on the wrist. It's weird having the bulk of the strap and the buckle and all that sort of closer to you rather than away from you. But the one saving grace here is that when you're working at a computer and you lay your hand down, which usually people sort of rotate their hands, at least I rotate my hands ever so slightly, that buckle isn't piercing into your wrist, which is pretty nice. You pretty much just have sort of a flat strap coming across the outside of your wrist when you're sitting and typing. Whereas you can see, like, for example, this rubber strap, the sort of buckle and all the keepers are sitting where your hands would usually sit on a desk. And reason number 3, Grand Seiko, of course, is Japanese. Now, they do have a Jersey service center, but if anything were to go wrong with this watch, to be honest, there's so much conflicting information on the internet that I don't know if I could just send this to Jersey and get it back in like a couple months, or if it would have to go all the way back to Grand Seiko. Granted, it is the 9F quartz version, so it should be reliable and shouldn't crap out on me. And it's not really that big of a worry of mine, but if anything were to happen, I might be SOL and be out of my Grand Seiko for 6 months. Who knows? And the last reason, I do love the strap that it comes on. This sort of Cordura Sport waterproof strap. But there is a compatible bracelet that comes on, or it doesn't come on the watch, but you can fit to it. And I'm linking it in the description below and showing a screenshot of it now. But it is $700. So this isn't something that I'm gonna dish out for anytime soon. Maybe the time will come where I'm just gonna bite the bullet and put it on a bracelet and have that bracelet, because I think it would look pretty slick and be pretty awesome for the summertime. But for now, the rubber straps and the OEM strap that the Grand Seiko comes with are perfectly fine for me. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you have any comments on your personal Grand Seikos that you own. I know a couple people have chimed in the comments in my previous videos that have had the SBGV243 and the 247, the Bumblebee style one and the limited edition blue one. Let me know if this is something that you guys have noticed with your straps or your watches. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.